Welcome back here, 2024 NXL Las Vegas Major. I'm Matty Marshall here on Go Sports. Blessed to have Mike Jeffrey, coach of Baltimore Revo. Looked pretty good at this event. Sunday secured. Also, Paintball legend Rich Telford, coach of New York Extreme. Next set coming up, man. Xfactor looked amazing yesterday. They're going to be taking on Legion, who also looked pretty good too. Infamous, they were also dialed, and they're going to be playing the Hurricanes, who are undefeated. This is going to be an amazing set here at Craig Ranch Park. Can't wait to see it. Mike, we'll start with you. Xfactor, Legion. Both these teams look pretty good. Give me your expert opinion.
We practiced Xfactor down in Texas along with Rich's team, and they beat us, I want to say, 12 points in a row. They got the weapons you need on this offensive field.
So jumping into point number one, a big kill right now for Xfactor off the break. Two of them, Kirill Bridney and Alexander Burnikov walking off early, both from that top dominant Snake side. And they are now down to 3 and immediately on a secondary. Oh, looks like Bayless getting shot trying to get into that crucial wedge position. So it's going to be a 4-on-3 situation. Xfactor kind of pocketed it up, and here comes Legion as they launch into the wedge with Karslev, and he's going to try to get a free kill inside. No one really to shoot at from that angle. Might have one now, though. Is Xfactor going to launch Rich up into that wedge?
He missed him. Xfactor got up to that center wedge. Karslev saw him go, but he didn't have his lane up, so he just missed him, kind of trailed him going in there.
Xfactor picked it up right away as well. Still better field position for the Russians.
Yeah, I feel like Xfactor's kind of stuck in that pocket. They're not trying to make much of an effort to get out of it, those three guys. Yeah, 4-on-3 advantage here for Xfactor.
J-Rab gets to the outside on the top side. That Dorito leading into the Snake, that's big.
Yeah, him seeing that he lost the two bodies over there, taking that top corner was huge, but now he gets eliminated.
Yeah, just lost a gunfight there. Look, it's a 3-on-4. It's point number one. He got a lot of time to work with and just lost a gunfight.
Yeah, in that situation, he should have been island up, right? He should have been playing a little bit more conservatively because he was the only one on that tape.
I don't know if you guys picked this up. Kirill Purdy took one of his pods and he threw it at that 50 to try to bait and throw a trap in. It didn't work out, though. Looks like, is that Meter? Meter Ninos, I believe, up the middle of the field, just kind of cracking things open.
Yeah, did not falling for that.
Did not get suckered into the trap that Kirill was trying to set with that.
Like Meter got caught, though.
Yeah, so Meter taking the walk. It's going to be a 3-on-1 situation. Just poor Sergey, last body alive here, and he's going to get nicked in his finger.
Super tough gunfight out of those Doritos when it's a 3-on-1.
Yeah, it's Billy Bernacci to get that kill. So Xfactor continuing to look really solid.
2 kills off the break are going to make things easy for a team like Xfactor with all their weapons going forward.
Yeah, if you lose that point, that's on you, right?
But that's it. So that. Elaborate a little bit, Mike. So that, yes, 2 kills off the break, and you're talking about their weapons. Talk about their weapons right now.
Billy Bernacci, Axel Gaudin playing each of these Snakes structures, having 2 guys who want to go for it up the field. Everyone's seen out here defensive ball is not really working out here. You want to get up the field, and they got 2 guys that really want to go for it. The great guns to back them up. Matt Jackson, I think, was a great pickup for them, and their comms are great.
Yes,
they pick everything up. So even though the Russians try to force some offense down bodies, it doesn't scare Xfactor because they pick it up and absorb it with no problem, really.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I really think that Xfactor's new line could be a dominant force in this league for years to come. They already look amazing, and we'll see tomorrow, but they still have 2 more games today, but they had 2 wins yesterday, so even if they drop some games, as long as they don't get blown out, they'll still be making it on. Jumping into the Hurricanes and Infamous, these 2 teams also looked good yesterday. 4-on-4 situation, both teams dropping a body from this bottom side of the field. And a little bit of outside movement here for the Hurricanes off the break. Looks like they're going to try to force what we thought when we looked at this layout would be the weaker side. But Mike, a lot of guys and Rich, a lot of guys throwing aggression here towards this, what we say the D side.
Yeah, it's a little easier to get into from this side.
And also it absorbs the punch for them coming up the strong side. If you got someone on your wire in front of you, you're not going to come down and shoot everybody in the back. You have to respect that gun right in your face.
Yeah, and so Bell making a nice fill from that back corner. He's going to get some help with Britt right behind him, I believe.
And that's the key, Matty, is that second guy, right? Because now it frees the first guy up to either go forward or just start engaging in some gunfights, knowing that if it gets shot out, you don't lose that real estate. There's a guy right there to take it.
The Hurricanes are developing so well out here. They got that wing, making sure no one gets outside to match their attack on the bottom side with Bell.
Yeah, and the Hurricanes are beat up, too. Nick Ripple's playing on a broken foot, playing through it, though. I saw him at the end of the day yesterday. I'm like, how you feeling? He's like, I'm playing.
Yeah, I'm here.
Tough dude, man, gutting through it. And then they have no Pate here as well too. So they are just like a Cup. They were just towards the end of last season, but they played really well yesterday. The reason why, they know how to play this field. Mike, you said it best. Defense not working. We've been saying it after day one is blatantly apparent. You can't really play defense consistently on a regular basis on this field. If you're not forward progression, attacking these sidelines, the tapes as we call them, then you're not playing the field the way it's supposed to be played.
Yeah, then you're just waiting to lose.
And look at Revo. Revo playing great. Okay, people are like, on paper, they lose Henry Sense, they lose Amaro, what are they going to do? You guys still look good.
We're a strong team. I don't know that I've ever coached a better group of competitors than what we have on the team. I've been so pleased with the effort.
Bell now past the 50-yard line here for the Hurricanes
kill.
on your screen, chalking up a kill inside on Brusselback as he's forced to take the walk. And, I saw Infamous practice against Dynasty and Impact last weekend. Oh, nice kill from is that Ryan Hall? Ryan Hall was phenomenal in the practice. And Travis called it. He's like, I think Ryan Hall could have a really big weekend for us come tournament time.
That's a huge play, down bodies to make it out wide, connect on the first engagement, and even up the body count.
Yeah, 3-on-3 situation here currently. And is D2? Where's the third body for Infamous?
Can't see. Maybe Steve can pick him up for us.
They're all locked up here. Oh, he's tucked in, looking towards that top side. Yeah. So the
trapped a little bit.
So the problem for Infamous right now is they have all their 3 bodies from the Hertz bunker on over here towards the bottom side. Whereas the Hurricanes 3 alive, but they've completely spread the field. So they got Britt down here. They got the top side wedge, which is the most important bunker on the field, and they look pretty good. But it looks like Ryan Hall has something to say about that, as he has now dove in to Snake 2, and he's going to look cross field.
Hurricane player. I think he got shot in the snake.
Did Hall get the shot?
I don't see referee close to him.
Excellent job by Infamous there. Just as you said, they were pocketed up and made their moves outside through the center to even up the wide dominance. This is a huge point. Now, the longer it goes, the more important it becomes for momentum. The Hurricanes, it was their point to lose. They've squandered their body advantage. Infamous absorbing blows, and now coming back on the offense, taking the field position they need to bring this one back.
So a little tactical retreat for Ryan Hall. He's going to get back into Snake 1. Doesn't have to worry about that crossfield shot. Also doesn't have the crossfield shot, but a little bit more defensible. So Hurricanes going to have to try to put it together here because they have this great crossfield spread. Again, Infamous is just kind of trapped here on this bottom side.
Yeah, and I think the next step in the Hurricanes' development as a team probably is when they are up that body, applying that pressure and kind of pressing that advantage. Because against a team like Infamous, if you give them a chance and you play one-on-one paintball, they'll get right back in the match.
It looks like they have let Infamous actually get out into D2 to spread that field out slightly, and that's ideal because you never want to be trapped on one side of the field.
Now the Hurricanes player on the top side can't go forward. He's got to contend with an Infamous gun in front of him. That prevents him to getting into the Dorito on Infamous's side, which would end the game. This could turn into a long point out here. It already is.
I was going to say, Mike, turn into. We already got almost a 4.5-minute long point right now.
I mean, we could be out here for another 3-4 minutes.
we definitely could, especially as they get low on paint. That elongates the situation even more profoundly.
And it's 0-0, so no one's forced to push it forward into guns.
I really like Ryan Hall filling the snake and then just playing smart, and they're not kind of forcing the issue, understanding that, hey, if I die here, we're going to lose this tape, we're going to lose this point.
And both teams, the Hurricanes player on the top side, they've both done the same thing of coming forward into the snake 3 and backing up, setting a trap for the guy in front of him should he try to make a move to run him down.
Ryan Hall up and on his feet right now.
He could go right now.
He's trying to look and get an angle on that back corner bunker, on that crossfield. Does have to worry about that snake, though, crossfield as well, too. But he's being smart about it. He's staying low when he needs to, only popping the top to get a quick glimpse.
He just felt his pause.
Kills. The Infamous player dropped 2-on-3 advantage for the Hurricanes.
Absolutely massive kill here for the Hurricanes. And they release immediately, go right into the middle of the field. They know they now have Infamous trapped on this bottom side. They're going to get the kill on Barrett in the backfield, and that leaves poor Ryan Hall by himself. He's about to get bunkered out and gets diced up by Stuart Ridgel. So
that's
just
the nicest bunker I think I've ever seen.
Stu's a nice dude. I mean,
Really
he's got the dog in him, but he's also pretty nice.
He's a polite gentleman.
Yeah.
He's a very polite gentleman.
That's a mentally tough point by the Hurricanes there. You have a body advantage. You throw it away. Infamous manages to get wide on you. On paper, that's a poor close, but then they're able to pull it out in the long 3-on-3. Those 3-on-3 situations are going to determine the tournament out here.
They will suck the life out of you.
That's a great point from the Hurricanes. That's a tough death over there for Infamous on that D side. Let's listen in real quick to the pit here. New Orleans Hurricanes.
Give me Bailey in for Mike Brown.
Fellas, they're running to break out.
Hey, the home player stepped off and shot straight up the gut. That's what the spectator side. That's what shot Daniel.
I got shot immediately.
Immediately, okay.
They were at the home and I was in Vegas.
Jumping into point number one, point number two, Legion and Xfactor with 12:39 on the clock, and Legion now on the red side. And it looks like Axel gets caught trying to get in, and they lose a body.
That was a barrel shot, I think.
Billy and Axel both coming off. And if you want to play Xfactor and do well, shoot Billy Bernacci and shoot Axel Godin. So 5-on-3 situation, a massive power play currently here for Legion, as they're going to dive into the top side snake, and also J-Rab going to get into the insert Dorito here, bottom side snake. Malloy already out wide for him. No problem for J-Rab to crawl through that gap. He's going to continue his forward progression. He's going to, looks like he might want to go right past snake 2, their bottom part of your screen, and he's going to get right into that crucial wedge.
Red Legion with 3 players on the 50-yard line now, a 5-on-3 advantage.
Yeah, 5-on-2.
Yeah, Colt just died out of that Dorito on the top side. So just meter, it looks like.
Well, we thought this one would be a battle with how good Legion. It's good to see as a paintball fan, Legion struggling to get a good, consistent starting lineup as another 2 bodies get peeled off here for Xfactor. That they decided to want to go pay guys again. You know, it's like, hey, oh, J-Rab, you're available. What's it going to take? Let's make it happen.
Yep.
Because they don't get Smotroff. You know, Smotroff. I don't know how long we're going to before we see Smotroff in the States. Probably well into his 30s.
Yeah, he'll be up here with us.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. But so what do you have to do? Okay, well, you need another killer, because Karslev, Sergey, Malloy, Kirill, that's an amazing 4, right? And they've been trying to find that 5th. You get J-Rab. Okay, well now we're cooking with some gas here.
I wonder how they work the comms with that, because
what the fuck? It was an accident.
Listening in on the Russian Legion pit here for a second.
30 seconds.
Pretty calm in the pits right now, Mike.
Very stoic.
Indeed. They're always like that. You know, they're not hyped up and animated. They have these conversations, small, very calm discussions, mostly in Russian. If they're talking to J-Rab, he's spent a lot of time with Legion, so probably knows a few words here or there. But yeah, it's
coming back to him.
Yeah, for sure. So you were saying?
Yeah, just having those specialty calls out here. Everyone has a deep code glossary on these pro teams, so I wonder how long it takes to pick that up as we get it back into Hurricanes and Infamous here.
Ref doubling up that back center, Infamous 2. Referee getting and checking out as Infamous takes a big bite. Topside snake gets in clean to snake 1.
5-on-5 here.
Ryan Hall going snake side again.
Hurricane's going to lose someone. Probably going to get a minor for a hopper hit right here. Yep, minor on the Hurricanes, so it's going to be 5-on-3 advantage here for Infamous.
Get a little bit of a gift for LA Infamous, as they still have snake 1 hot top side, going to crawl up into snake 2. Probably going to try to keep going. There's no one out wide to stop him. Should be in that wedge momentarily.
That's Zach Patient up there. He's got Callie Rudolph backing him up from the wing. The Hurricanes with 3 bodies left alive, just trying to suck in. Hopefully catch someone from Infamous coming forward being sloppy with a 1-point advantage. Infamous now developing up the bottom side. Getting into the 3rd Dorito here with not a lot of forward pressure.
Oh, they're going to be losing Patient from that top side, though. And the way Patient's been playing past season, anytime you get him off the field, it's a good look. And here comes Sam
Playing
Silberg.
like a man with nothing to lose.
Sam Silberg had some good looks in practice last weekend. He's going to forward progression all the way onto their side. Asking for a check. Looks like they're going to pull him out a little bit too much out of Sam. Could have probably chilled at that wedge for a bit.
That's 2 bad deaths by Infamous to bring this back to another 3-on-3.
Not closing out well at all. And again, when you have a 5-on-3 advantage on this field, you have to press it. There's too many isolated gunfights.
I think of those as like 3rd downs in football. If you're converting on your high body situations, like you're converting your 3rd down.
Well, it's almost like and I don't mean to interrupt, but it's like a 2-yard 3rd down conversion.
Right, right. Like something you should have.
Yeah.
So flesh that metaphor out for me.
It's just like if you're doing bad on 3rd down, you're probably not going to win a game. If you're losing your high body situations, you're probably not going to win the game.
100%.
Yeah, no matter what else is going right for you, if that's not going right, you're in trouble.
You want to steal a couple low bodies, win the even ones, and
Yeah.
win your high ones.
Yeah.
That's the winning recipe
Yeah.
on any field.
That's the ratio.
Yeah, that's the hardcore paintball principle right there, or principles plural.
Infamous developing up the center now. They're on to Hurricanes wedge, but both players behind him are on the top side of the field.
Nate Schrader's nasty Nate trying to get a little nasty in the middle. He fully committed for a second, thought he got the shot, had to dive back in, stayed alive.
Hurricanes so poised here. I love the way they're playing it, rolling their guns, protected.
And now Nate's all the way back wedge in the middle, so very proactive.
Yeah, you can do a lot of work in there.
Yeah, looks like, talked to him last weekend, he says he's dealing with some back issues, but he looks fine right now, looks very mobile.
With 1 million beams on the field, you're afforded these possibilities of crawling back and forth into different spots.
Yeah. I hear next year they're just going to connect all the bunkers with beams. Super excited.
Well, it looks like the Hurricanes diving into D3 as Infamous is going to match it by getting into topside snake 1.
Callie is the only one with eyes on the bottom side of the field. Now the snake is going to get his gun up. Really tense 3-on-3. This is Sunday style paintball.
We're down to
out here.
6 minute, boys. We're in point 2.
Yep.
This is
Sunday paintball.
Mike, 100%. This is Sunday paintball right
Technically,
now.
it's Saturday afternoon paintball. That's going to be Sunday paintball.
Yeah, but it's an example of
Yes.
Sunday paintball here, Rich.
Slow, methodical. But again, like, to me, if I'm coaching Infamous and they come in after this, I'm like, listen, did you know that we shot 2 on the break? Did you know they had no one on that side of the field?
This is a little sketchy.
Communicate that, make it happen.
A little sketchy by Infamous coming into this laydown up the center of the field. It looks like he's trying to set up a shot on the Hurricanes player in that second Dorito going forward. I'm not sure the Hurricanes player, actually he's in the third Dorito, the Hurricanes player.
Yes.
He's just waiting for him to look inside to put one ball on him, and then I bet he
Missed
jumps
him.
back.
Missed
This
him.
game is as advertised. This is a Sunday matchup, and we are seeing a high-level chess match
Nate's taking
right
the walk,
now.
guys.
See, that's the tough thing about a move like that is you really commit to going forward in a crab walk. If you don't connect on the first shot, you're kind of dead. Hurricanes in a 3-on-2 now with the lead. If Infamous doesn't put something together in the next 30 seconds, they're going to blow the horn out.
Yeah, I just looked at Nate. Nate was walking off, shaking his head in frustration a little bit. Knew that was a low percentage play. Just didn't work out for him.
Well, let me throw this at you guys. Because of all the fast plays that we all had in practice, it's real possible that these teams haven't figured out how to play long, like what are the long, slow spots in this field where we can close out without losing bodies.
And it's you still got to be forward, right? Like the Hurricanes, I think that's a towel for Infamous.
Okay, yeah, there's still 2 bodies for Infamous, and they're chilling in their spots because it was a 3-on-2.
Yeah,
it
3-on-2.
looked like.
But I think Infamous.
No, look, that's smart from Travis. You have less than 5 minutes left to go. You're about to give up the second point. You haven't scored one yet. It was a 3-on-2. Sure, if that plays out and you had 10 minutes left,
They're spread.
maybe.
This is where he commits here to this. He gets down low, tries to set up his shot. He shoots it once. He doesn't commit, and then he gets caught. Ugh.
He just didn't know that body was wrapped around.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
He wants that
He
back.
he liked the move, and obviously he wouldn't have made it. He just didn't know that body was going to be out there.
I actually think the move from him was to back up to the wall and then try to get out to the wire against the Hurricanes. Jumping back into Russians, Xfactor. Ooh, bad jump from Xfactor. He tags up and still makes his spot off the break.
Hey, it didn't look pretty, but it worked out. And then taking a ton of ground. Oh, battle going down in the snake right now. Here's Karslev, and they're going to just dice each other up.
Tim Stetzler.
Yeah, Tim Stetz. I was like, oh, okay.
New England
Tim
guy.
Stetz will get a spin. It's kind of cool. That's a cool story.
Yeah.
But they also lose another body with Matt Jackson. Uncharacteristic early death. We really rarely see the all-star Matt Jackson die in moments like that.
It looked like he made the fill out when Tim traded, but then got shot immediately. Colt also dies out of the backfield, so Russians in control of this point.
Man, the best thing I thought Colt did in practice, at least against us, was going up the middle.
I agree with
When
that.
he went up the middle, he would get 3 or 4 guys, and then they'd send somebody else up there. They wouldn't get anybody. 4 or 5 guys that go up, they don't get anybody. Colt goes back up, gets another 3-pack, 4-pack.
Colt's got a great shot. Sean Saucedo, a Texan on our team, speaks highly of that guy's shot. And when you're up in the center, it's a little moment, and you got to connect.
Yep. Your first, like you said, your first shot's got to
Well,
be right.
Ryan Brand, typically quickest in the league on a concession.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Is that enough?
Oh, no, Tal. Yeah. So, but yeah, Colt Roberts is a Texas. I mean, he's a paintball legend, but he's one of the, I'd say, probably Archie, probably best now with his pedigree. at this point with how many MEPs he got. And Colt's a hard 2. You know,
Clint-
he's that second best player ever to come out of Texas.
Clint Riddle from, oh, here's the bad jump for Xfactor. It was,
And he tagged up on this?
yes.
Oh, man.
For those that don't know the rule, as long as you don't shoot your gun, you're allowed to go back and tag up.
And here was that battle in the snake. Tim Stetzel, not a rookie, coming over from New York Extreme, Rich's team.
Great kid.
Maddie,
And that's
Lot
a
of potential.
Billy Bernaccia pickup. But I'm sorry, Mike. What you
Maddie, you're a baseball guy. Clint Riddle, who does great paintings, paintball artist. He's in Great American Paintball, the magazine. He compared Colt Roberts to Nolan Ryan, the
Oh,
Texas great.
man.
Yeah, the
Hey,
gunslinger.
I-
You've got Texas gunslinger.
I do love baseball. Grew up playing it. Still watch it, a lot of it. And Nolan Ryan is, other than Tony Gwynn, might be my favorite baseball player. And I love Colt. So, yeah, I'm down with that. He's definitely a Nolan Ryan-esque paintball
Hurricanes
player.
taking a walk
Huge-
early, 4-on-5 advantage for Infamous.
And Infamous also gets wide on the bottom side. Infamous down 2 with 4:33 on the clock. Now they're in the driver's seat. They basically have to win this point based on the pace of the game.
Absolutely.
Don't
Mike.
want to go down 3 with this little on the clock. Jonah getting up into the snake 2 for Infamous.
Really interested in watching Jonah's career.
He gets better and better, I
Yeah,
think.
every
Yeah.
time I see him, he's a little bit better, and
I would
the
say-
nicest guy at
I
the paintball.
I would say he's aging like a fine wine, but he's not old enough to be a fine
he's,
wine
he's
yet.
only
so-
12, so I think you're thinking Scotch.
He is old enough to drink, so I can use an alcohol metaphor. But, yeah, no, Jonah's a beast, and it keeps getting better. He's in a really crucial spot in a really crucial moment. Infamous had a great day yesterday. Today's a new day. They're fighting a strong Hurricanes. Hurricanes had a great day. But this is, like you said, Mike, this is a must-win situation.
And
Under 4.
the Hurricanes are set up now to absorb Jonah's attack.
Yep.
They have the Dorito 3 down the wire, so Jonah can't just come down and wrap. And they also have the wedge. Oh, tough death for Jonah there.
Did Seawright get him? Seawright, I think he might have went because he leaned all the way out to get that shot left-handed on him. Yeah, Seawright's had some points for Hurricanes. Hurricanes, again, beat up, down bodies, not only in this point, but just as far as personnel. And I really just got to tip my hat, salute, and respect to the guys getting it done. Next man up. Top side, Infamous in that dominant wedge up there with Tim Brusselback. And they get a kill. So body coming off, and it's Daniel Camp. Daniel Camp, another big killer for Hurricanes coming off. See what Seawright can do as he is mirrored up cross field.
I think it's Tim on the top side's turn to come down and try to shoot the Hurricanes backfield here. And there he goes, crawling forward.
Yeah, Tim is in the Hurricane side of the field now.
And Seawright has no IDs.
He got the corner kill.
Yeah, shoots the fill from the Hurricanes trying to get out, so just 2 bodies
like
left
that.
alive.
Seawright knows he's there now.
Yeah, I love the way he's playing that bunker.
Yeah, Seawright head on a swivel. He leans in to try to get that crossfield shot. He's shooting.
Oh,
And he
gets
does
him.
it. He gets him. So
Wow.
beautiful, beautiful shot by
That's
Seawright.
some heads-up paintball right there.
Yeah,
Joe
man.
Barrett did fill out behind Tim Brusselbeck, so he's in the Dorito 3 on that top side. Infamous, though, stuck in the corner with Ryan Hall, and I think that's Brett Messer in the laydown, keeping Seawright in check.
Man, that guy is playing that as well or better than I've seen anybody.
So this is a really tough situation. The Hurricanes have 2 bodies alive and great spots to lock up the field.
Up by 2 points.
Up by 2 points with time winding down, only 2:18 left on the clock. Infamous has to go. These 2 players on the bottom side for Infamous are playing way too
He got the cross
defensive.
shot too. Sorry, Mike.
Yeah,
2-on-2 now.
Yeah, so Barrett takes the walk from D3. Who shot Barrett?
He did. Cyril, that guy. in his-
Seawright is
yeah,
on fire.
Right over the top. He's just slaying him.
So I talked to Mike Bianchi yesterday, and he was talking about how proud he was about Seawright.
Oh.
But they lose another body here, so it's going to be a 1-on-2 situation. Okay, hey, Seawright, let's see how good you are, kid.
Yeah, you've
you
already shot
already
2,
got at least a 2-pack.
Oh, I got him.
So Infamous going to save this point and finally put one on the board with just 1 minute and 43 seconds left right now, and they don't know the count. So they're squandering precious seconds currently here as they could be running up the field to hit this buzzer. They do not have a lot of time to mess around. Again, Sunday is still not yet to be decided here. Yeah, they had 1-2 yesterday, but they need to figure this out quickly or just commit, and that's what's going to happen is Ryan Hall has had enough, and he's just going to fully commit. And, yeah, they already did all the work, and they still have 1 minute and 20, so game's still in hand here for Infamous. Don't have to get crazy on an aggressive attack.
Really clutch shot by Brett Messer
was
from
just
that
gonna say
lay
the
down
same
wall
thing.
on
Yep.
Seawright in that 2-on-1. I don't think Ryan Hall knew exactly where he was and filtered out to the top side. Brett able to connect on the shot to kill the last Hurricane's body. Exciting game.
Yeah,
2-1, 120 on the clock.
It's a great game, man. We thought this one was going to be good. I didn't think the points would be this long because both these teams have figured out this field plays aggressively. And we're in the pits right now with Infamous. Let's check it out. There's Joe Barrett.
Hey, good luck this game.
Brett Messer took the deepest breath I've ever seen anyone take yesterday on this camera.
Oh, yeah. It was also funny because in practice, well, we'll talk about that in a second. I want to hear what it looks like because they're down 1. This is a big moment for Infamous.
Must-win point to tie. Got it?
Yeah, exactly, Travis. Way to tell the boys what's up.
Seasoned vets, they know the situation. They know what's got to be done.
Sometimes you just have to tell them it that way. You got a minute 20. This is what, if we don't score this point, it's over.
Life or death. Red Legion dropping one player, sorry.
Yeah, 4-on-5 situation here as Big Sergey taking the walk. It's always a big gun to kill. I mean, any one of these starting 5 right now for Legion, and they are just running the starting 5. They're going to run it till the wheels fall off. Big move up the middle of the field right now for Xfactor. Who is that? Rich, you got the angle on it. Who's up in the middle right now for Xfactor?
No, for
it's
the
Red Legion.
Oh, Legion. Wow, Jesus. Okay.
He's
That's
going
a
back now.
huge move.
I think it's Kirill.
Yeah, it's Kirill. So Kirill does roll dice up the middle of the field quite a bit, and he has now done a little tactical retreat to get back to that 50, maybe to set a trap.
He was unable to shoot. I think it's Billy up there on the top side. No, that's someone else. Maybe Matt Jackson in the top side Dorito.
I think that's against Billy, isn't it?
Can't tell from here.
I think Billy
Xfactor
Knox, yeah.
able to develop wide.
We got Axel over here playing defense on the bottom side against Malloy. Malloy's getting backed up by J-Rab. Billy on the cross from the snake insert on the top side for Xfactor.
Yeah, Malloy in a really good spot. J-Rab right behind him here, bottom side.
Very close match, 2-1.
Looking at Axel here on your screen.
Just going to try to keep Malloy from wrapping on this wedge right here. Once that wedge gets on the wrap, it's trouble. The Russians know that Axel's there. Malloy going to set up his shot. He's got nothing to shoot at right now as Xfactor is tucking in. Russians down a body, up a point, in the spot with Malloy.
Yeah, this could be an amazing little gunfight here if Axel and Malloy start engaging.
Yeah, Malloy at that crucial wedge, down low, waiting patiently on the wrap.
Malloy's such a good gunfighter.
Yeah, Axel got in.
He's going to snap any second and try to put a ball on Axel.
Yeah, this is 2 really good snapshot artists about to match up against each other. He checks off inside, though, see if he's got any free kills crossfield.
The Russians come back up into the wedge on Xfactor's side of the field.
They're trying to keep Billy from going in the snake, but I don't think Billy's going. I think he's just playing D-ball.
But the problem is that the Russians have the lead. So right here, the Russians, they're down a body, but they can kind of wait for Xfactor to make a mistake. For Xfactor, you got to push into guys who are in your end.
Karslev with a big move to filter in on a secondary in that top side wedge. And then here comes J-Rab right behind Malloy, staying close. But Kirill takes the walk. Might have come from the insert Dorito. I think it was insert Dorito. It's the only gun really looking that way.
Yeah, I think that's Billy Braccia.
5-on-3 situation as Xfactor holding the line. Interesting though, that is Legion has the lead and they're the ones recklessly attacking.
I really don't like that move from Malloy.
No, very risky.
But he pulls him off more than he doesn't, so.
But then Billy gets into the snake. And so Malloy, it's kind of a matter of time. There's no one he can shoot at. I think Billy knows he's there. Axel content to just wait for Malloy to show too much.
Man, Malloy is in a crucial moment right now.
Billy probing for where he can shoot him, and there Malloy's going to die because he took off too big of a bite.
Yeah, barely too big of a bite. Oh, I saw something break off. Might have been off the bunker off. Did you see that, Rich?
Yep, on Axel,
Yeah,
right?
on Axel.
J-Rab, yeah.
Just 2 bodies left alive for the Russians.
Here comes a big push, though, on the top side right now. San Antonio Xfactor pushing in. They're going to trade out, and it looks like Matt Jackson does trade out with Karslev.
Axel and TJ Danner, and that's Billy now.
Yeah, so there's three bodies alive. Yeah, as Billy was wrapped completely around on that top side, and then JR was going to get taken out. So Xfactor's going to be tying this one up. It was just interesting, though, from a strategic conversation, is that Legion was up 1, and with still a decent amount of time left, had all the spots, but they're kind of riding on that reckless edge for no reason.
I just don't get it.
Xfactor was the one that had to push into them. I'm not telling them to play defense, but hey, just get to the wedge and chill, you know?
You're on Xfactor's side of the field with the wedge, and their wedge on the bottom side, and the wedge on the top side. How is Xfactor going to come dig you out with those 3 spots?
Yeah.
You got a 1-point lead. I think you wait for Xfactor to push into that, strangle.
Yeah, I mean,
do we have the score? Right?
Do we have the score wrong?
Yeah, no, it's a switch.
That was puzzling. Why were they doing that? Let's look at this replay here. So there's Malloy as he is gonna, just go right past that gap. And Mike, you were like, I don't like that move. But, I mean, Axel just didn't even come out on that lane. So then Malloy gets picked out of there. And then J-Rab, there was that flash of paint. I think it came off the bunker, though. And then here's the TJ Danner and Axel Godin just holding the line. But why would they need to? I don't understand. Like, yes, this field is aggressive. You need to play aggressive, but not in that specific situation.
I think that he was expecting Axel to be less disciplined and want to put paint on him. Axel shot his shot and got super tight in there, gave him nothing to shoot at. Malloy wanted to connect on a run and gun shot.
Hurricanes 5 alive. They take the bottom snake and the top Dorito corner.
Great play call by Mike Bianca with the lead to go snake off the break there. That's going to make it harder for Infamous to push forward. Down 1 with just a minute left on the clock.
Yeah.
That's a gutsy call, and when it works out, it works out.
Yeah, they need to get one of their players out of back center here.
Definitely.
Out of back
Boys,
center.
just 60 seconds left to go, though. Hurricanes up by 1. Infamous looking over their shoulders with Joe Barrett trying to protect his front player as Tim Brusselback gets to a crucial spot in a crucial moment as time ticking off the clock. Referee gets in check out the front player for the Hurricanes. Looks like he's good to go. Then the Hurricanes have a pretty good crossfield spread, but Infamous probing up in that middle with, I believe that's Ryan Hall, who's all the way onto the Infamous side of the field, but they don't have much time to mess around right now. They need to start launching on a reckless attack. They do get a kill. They shoot Daniel Camp off that back line and loosen up a little bit here as they start to launch.
Oh, and they kill the back center, so 5 on 3 for Infamous now. They're about to shoot the snake guy.
Brusselback's going to come through. He's going to get 1, doesn't get 2. Barrett might be trading out with that body. He does. No penalty assessed, but here comes Ryan Hall up the middle of the field with, looks like Jonah Jamrose on the close.
One-on-one.
The Hurricanes.
Oh, but it's not going to be enough time. It's Brett Messer, but he's not going to have enough time, so the Hurricane's going to be just holding the line in a bend-don't-break moment. Chaotic close there for Infamous.
Nobody saw that drill
Yeah,
corner.
they slept on that back corner, Rich, and he was the stopgap safety valve that saved that point and saved the game here for the Hurricanes. So the Hurricanes are going to be undefeated going through 3. That puts Infamous in a situation against Damage where now they need to win in order to avoid going 2-2. And Damage, so they lost both their games yesterday. This must win for both situations. So let's listen in real quick to the pits.
You're a man of stature. Oh, okay, it wasn't their team. I just couldn't see him. I just couldn't see him.
Seawright had a game.
Mike Bianca said, "You are a man of stature." I love that.
Good stuff. Good stuff. I thought that was
Yeah, the Hurricanes continue to impress. They really do. Down a couple of their best guys, and the bench is getting it done. Now, this is a locked-up 2-2 match with 6:10 to go. We're in true X-ball, 2 minutes in between points. It's going to be a 4-on-4 situation as Matt Jackson taking an early walk for Xfactor again. And who dropped for Legion? Looks like Karslev. So 2 big kills for both squads. I mean, with these starting lineups, every kill's a big kill.
Legion owning the middle. They get into the center brick again. They're bringing it to Xfactor a little bit. They've had more offense.
Yeah, I like the way, I like the kind of the reburdens of the offense for Red Legion. They just kind of blew that last point, obviously, because of the lead. They got another body now, 4-on-3 advantage for Red Legion. Another player for Xfactor taking a walk, 4-on-2 advantage for Red Legion. Billy Bonaccia and Axel Rhodes, last 2 players. Axel Gogdin, the last 2 players for Xfactor.
I imagine Ryan Brand could be on the horn fairly soon.
Yeah.
There it is.
It's like you can see the future. That's incredible.
Are you psychic?
I'm a coach.
I'm going to have you write down 6 numbers for me, just in case.
Yeah, so, and again, 2 minutes in between points. So we got a little bit of a 2-minute break here. Let's talk Revo. So Mike, you guys did lose Henry Sen, Stephen O'Mara. We spoke about it briefly earlier on the show. On paper, those are huge hits to Revo's line, right? And I was interesting if there would be a cascade of departures after those 2 core guys left. That didn't happen.
Yeah.
It kept the rest of the group together.
Yeah, we had to have some tough conversations and team phone calls and say, if you guys still believe in this, I told them my goal has not changed with this group. We're trying to come out here and win a tournament. And everyone bought back in. I feel really great about our new pickups, Devin Stewart, Kyle Bowen, Clint Moore, all stepped up in big moments in different ways. We got a great group out here. Steven and Henry are both great players. Wish them all the best, but happy with my group and how the team's performing out here.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting, too, because, Heat loses a legend like Todd Martinez. It just didn't work out you know, with how complicated things get when the sausage is made, Ryan Smith comes in. But a lot of it's about buy-in and belief. When you're at the elite and top level, talent's, of course, important. But when you still have some other talent, you need that buy-in and belief. As we're watching Coach Ryan Brand here talk about buy-in and belief, Xfactor should definitely have that. But I think that's crucial and key.
And I think that's why teams like Fit and Blast Camp have performed well. Those are teams that are used to winning. They're talented teams that have played together for a long time. So, yeah, in pro, everyone's great up here. There are no slouches who make it on the pro field. So it's kind of about how you play together and where you want to set your ceiling. And I think it's got to be win the tournament or you shouldn't be out here. So it's not for making top 4 or making Sunday for us. We're trying to play the last game on Sunday afternoon and win it.
So a 1-point lead for Legion. We're about to jump into this next point. Xfactor facing their first bit of true adversity here as they're going to run that inside-out route with Axel. They do lose that top side with Billy Bernacci getting shot out, and 5 bodies alive, 5 on 4 in favor of Legion. They release, go to the mini wall, top side.
Tough situation for Xfactor, down a point and down a body. They do get Axel down here. Xfactor 2 in the back center for a long time. Legion's applying a lot of pressure and keeping them in the backfield, so give them credit. Running ref coming in to check the Dorito one. I think that's J-Rab. He's going to call him out. Lucky he doesn't get a penalty there. Not J-Rab.
Karslev.
Karslev. J-Rab fills out to have a wire presence on the top side.
4-4.
Axel and Malloy are engaged in a real personal battle over here. Malloy's in the bottom side Aztec, Axel in the wedge. They just sparred for a moment. Neither person killed.
Yeah, Axel got in and
Sergey looking at the top snake for Red Legion.
yeah, looking for that inside shot. So, but yeah, I mean, tough to see on the advantage right now, as now with another body in the snake, if he stays alive for Xfactor, that's going to potentially give them the advantage because, you know, Axel's got the snake to himself. Obviously, he's got to deal with Malloy, but he's not gunfighting Malloy right now. But he eventually will have to because 4 minutes left, they're down a body. Axel has to get things going.
Malloy fills to the corner. That's really good. That'll slow Axel down. I think whoever wins that battle on the top side snake on the wire is going to win this point. Xfactor
cross shots.
Xfactor out to the corner out there to support down the wire on the top side snake.
Oh, yeah, I like that, Phil. If they lose that guy, then the corner can fill.
TJ
over the top there.
TJ Danner in the back center shooting left, just trying to keep Malloy in check. You never know when Malloy might want to go.
Yeah, he's probably, and I don't think this is much of an argument, the most unpredictable paintball player in the game.
Danner now going to fill out to that top side Aztec. He maintains eyes on the bottom side snake. He's still protecting Axel. He's just further away.
Yeah,
Axel speaks French anyway.
Distance that much just because Axel now, if you lose Axel with Britnikoff there,
it's a wash.
You're there before TJ can get back this way.
3 minutes left. Makings of a long point. Xfactor's going to have to find a way to win an even body situation. Sergey over the top, wheeling and dealing on the top side snake.
Yeah, Sergey definitely riding on the edge over there.
He's got to be careful.
Yeah, he definitely needs to be careful. They do have a lead to protect, but I mean, he's in a crucial spot. Axel got
back him up.
And Rich, Axel got in. Same exact situation for him, but even more so.
Yep.
J-Rab fills up to that top side wall for Russian Legion. I don't think anyone saw him go there. Actually, I heard Axel call baby.
Yeah,
I think he picked it up.
Yeah,
the gunfight battle between Malloy and Axel is very interesting.
Dude, it makes me nervous watching it.
Well, it's a tough one because Axel has to bend down and kind of get in that crouch and gunfight left-handed from that position. Now, Malloy gets a gunfight right-handed, but he's got a can. A can is kind of a trash gunfighting position, to be honest.
I want to see
but
I want to see a one-on-one tournament. It's just Axel, Malloy, and Caleb Abel.
Just a gunfighting drill.
Yeah, for sure.
So exciting.
The small man. Battle.
Small, fast, quick.
Yeah.
Perfect paintball size, guys.
Yeah.
Perfect paintball, and then size, but also the really quick response, you know, mentally, like, you know, switching and figuring out what's going on.
Sergey taking the walk. That is an absolutely massive kill, but, you know, Rich kind of talking about that. He was living on the edge over there, being a little bit extra on his gunfights, and it cost him. So now the advantage goes to Xfactor. Can they do something with it, though? Minute and 35. TJ Danner posted up from the back Aztec down a point, and eventually he's going to have to try to move up the field here.
Snake now for Red Legion 2 over here on this tape. They have Malloy. Can't see who's that in front of him.
That's Kirill.
Kirill, okay.
Xfactor picked it up, which is huge. They have the topside wire. J-Rab's in that wall to make sure he can't come down to the wedge for Xfactor. That's Matt Jackson in the topside snake.
So now looks like TJ has decided to try to get out wide behind Axel, but they only have 1 minute and 4 seconds left to
They got
work
to put it
with.
together quickly.
You just got to have it here. It doesn't matter if it takes the full minute.
So full
It's like
commitment,
Axel wants
yeah,
the
full
highway.
Yeah, here comes Axel's going to launch on the highway, as Xfactor has committed. So Axel's going to come through. He's going to dice up Kirill. He stays alive. He's focused on that side. TJ's got to get right behind him here, as Malloy is forced to do damage control. Axel thinks that Malloy is still in that spot. He pops the top and gets diced up as Malloy does something unconventional. It cuts inside in that situation, trying to hold the line, protect this lead. 36 seconds left. It's a 2-on-1 situation. Just Malloy left alive.
No, it's
The
J-Rab.
J-Rab's
Oh,
Yeah.
and J-Rab's but J-Rab gets taken out. Now it's a 2-on-1 situation.
Oh, 3-on-1 actually. There was
Wow,
another
where are these
Xfactor
bodies coming
body.
from? It's Meter.
It's going to be overtime.
Meter on the launch, but no, 20 seconds left alive, and it looks like we're going to have a tie ball game, but to your point, now with 16 seconds left, yeah, you're right, probably going to be going to an overtime.
Although, weren't the Russians that 11-second point back in the day?
Yeah, but that was a
Anytime.
way
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
I like that you brought that up. Got to bring history into it, but this is not the layout. For that.
Yeah.
I would be absolutely shocked, barring a major penalty, because a major penalty under 60 seconds, immediate swing point. Other than that, I don't see how you score an 11-second point out.
I agree.
Because even if you shoot 4 bodies on the break, you still got to deal with that last one. If he's at the back cent, it's just, I
Unless
don't
they get
see
two
how it
majors,
works out.
right? Unless they get a major on both outside guys.
Well, yeah, but one major, that throws the point immediately because it'll stop the time. But yeah, I don't see an 11-second point. Maybe a 25-second point. I could see that. So this one should be going to overtime. Man, it's getting good here Saturday afternoon. 3 more sets to go. Haven't seen Damage yet. Haven't seen Dynasty yet today. And Dynasty won 2 come-from-behind victories. They have to play Blast Camp and Xfactor, and the Damage, every single game is a must-win situation for them at this point, as they dropped 2 yesterday, and they'll be matching up against the Ironman. Right now, we're in the pits here. Let's listen in with San Antonio Xfactor.
Just really to kill the time. Right. We're on the gate. Let's go. As long as it's 40 seconds. My normal. Got it. 60 seconds.
So I'm getting some information. The fastest point is unofficial. Thank you, Joe. 26 seconds. Fastest point so far.
Yeah, which is like,
When I come back, I need a squeegee. You're good.
30 seconds.
yeah, and that's, a fast point, but it's not a miracle point.
Yeah.
That's you kill 2 off the break, and you got a fast guy who doesn't stop.
That's not a point you make a jersey around. And try to sell 100 of them, make the team some money.
So let's see how these teams play this. If they want to show a fake look here, I think they're just going to shoot their guns, get to their primaries. Colt's looking like he's going to take a bite for Xfactor.
All right, jumping into this next one here, as it is all tied up, but Mike, I agree with you. I think we're going to see an overtime point. Legion trying, though, as they are having some bodies die on their swords. Xfactor just trying to hold the line. Ooh, here comes Kirill, though.
Xfactor's in there. Or, sorry, Russians.
Yeah, but Kirill got diced up, so this is, noble attempt from Legion. I love that they were trying to send it, but just, very tough situation here.
So now overtime. Back and forth battle. Both teams more pocketed up, been risking 1 body on either side. It's interesting to see what you do in this situation, because you really want to have your 5 alive. You really don't want to lose a body off the break, but on this field you do need offense. You don't want to have 5 back bunkers and 2 in the back center, and then if they make snake off the break, you're in deep trouble.
Yeah. In the pits right now with Legion.
Just filming that play sheet. I've accidentally flipped out on the camera guy when he's trying to look at my sheet sometimes.
Did you realize this is a show?
I know, but
And we're trying to hashtag grow paintball here, Mike.
I know. But what if there's spies looking and they see where I'm drawing on?
Well,
Do
then
you have some secrets that nobody else out here knows?
I just don't want anyone to know my play, man. I'm walking around with my clipboard literally held to my chest.
do that.
Yeah,
That's what you need
yeah.
to do.
'Cause
Because I'm
everyone's
not taking the
talking about-
camera out of the pit.
When
know.
everyone's talking about your plays, they're all looking for them.
Yeah, I
You
saw it
should
online,
definitely
bro.
guard them.
There's like a manifesto published.
No, Joey offered me a bounty if I can get him. That's a big deal. Everyone's talking about it.
We're out in Las Vegas, where the Rico statute was basically invented. Wiretaps, you never know.
You never know. There's mics everywhere. Matt has them in the bathroom.
Yeah, so 32 seconds ago in with Legion. And also, Great American Paintball, the magazine's about to launch. I'm calling it a book or a tome because it's so massive. Where can everyone go for that? And you're the editor.
GreatAmericanPaintballMag.com. Subscribe. Follow us on Instagram. It's a great thing. I've never felt more proud to have my work in print than seeing that proof out here today. Alex has been running around with it, showing the contributors what it looks like. It's a great object. You're going to want to own it.
It's very
I was wondering how much you were going to dice up a piece I wrote on Hyperball.
Oh no, it was great. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I did. It had your voice. I wasn't trying to, denude you.
No, it's just I know as you have a master's degree in English, and I got a degree in English too, not a master's degree. Anyway, but
hey,
I was interested what you're going to do with it.
Hey, some of them required a lot of work.
No, I know.
Yeah,
but you were. I just like how you said, I'm just going to let this voice flow down. I'm like, I feel like I'm in a workshop right now.
Hey, if you want a challenge, I'll send you one of mine. You got a couple weeks to just sit
Rich,
around
you've written some. We got to get you in. I'm the editor at large. We got the big dog right here, though, Mike Jeffrey.
If you want to write for the magazine and you got an idea, hit me up. Mike_Jeffrey24. I want good writers, and just good ideas.
We want powerful, real voices.
Yeah. Tell the truth. That's what we want.
Josh Taylor wrote an amazing piece for it.
Yeah. So he and I were friends, both writers on a paintball team a long time ago. He came up immediately with this, but now jumping into this overtime point.
Yeah, here we go. Who you got, Rich? Who you got? Legion, Xfactor?
I got Xfactor.
Yeah, I have Legion then.
I'm going to be Switzerland right now. Just let it play out.
I just like the fact that the Red Legion is applying pressure. 4-on-5 advantage for Red Legion.
Yeah, it looks like Axel's the one to drop for Xfactor, and with this 5-on-4 situation and topside dominance early for Legion, and they shoot Billy. Oh man, this is looking really good for Legion.
Really aggressive play call, going topside snake off the break and getting that tower to back him up. Just 2 left alive for Xfactor. It's going to take a miracle for them now. Crossed up in the topside Aztec
tucked
wall.
In the pocket, Mike and Rich. This is a very, very small chance.
Could crawl down and end this game right now if he wanted to.
The Russians got everything they wanted off the break. Now they're just connecting. We're going to find out where the last 2 bodies are and work them out the smart way. Sergey coming up the field. It's really just a matter of time, barring a major penalty on the Russians.
Ooh, Sergey putting the pinch on the Aztec, gets the kill.
5-on-1.
What an awesome match. Does look like it's going to be Legion. And they get that last. So a little 2-pack to close here for Sergey. So nice Gove.
And like we were talking about, aggressiveness pays on this field, right? So when you're like, who are you going to pick? And I was like, Xfactor, they're the favorite. I was like, wait a minute. The Russians are playing more aggressively. I think they have an advantage.
And they made their spots off the break. They had an aggressive game plan. It's a gamble, but it pays off. We're out here in Las Vegas, and they connected on the shot on Axel. That was huge for the Russians off the break. They were going to send Axel deep on the top side off the break. He didn't make it. The Russian player did. Wire dominance off the break and a body advantage, and then just putting the pieces together, closing smart.
So that is going to do it here. 3 more sets to go in the prelims, and about to see Dynasty and Damage for the first time. It's going to be Dynasty taking on Blast Camp, the rookie pro squad, and then Tampa Bay taking on the Ironmen. Here, 2024 NXL Las Vegas Major. Matty Marshall, Mike Jeffrey, thank you so much. Over the Rich Telfer, paintball legend, coach of New York Extreme, here on Go Sports, and we'll be back.